Hi, Dennis. Good to
Hi,
see
well,
you.
here we are again.
I know.
I I didn't think we were going to do this so quickly.
Neither did.
I thought we'd probably do one every Sunday,
Yeah.
but
No.
it seems that people want to hear more from us, so that is good.
Well, it's not that. I don't want to. Oh, sorry. That's my computer, my book on the computer. Sorry. I beg your pardon. Um, it's not. It's not that we need to get as many as we can done quickly because I need time to go back to the matrix after this and start sorting out the matrix. So I want all this information.
Okay, so I carry on, carry on.
I want all this information to get to the people so that we are all on the same page, so that everyone knows all about the shining stars, where we are coming and where we are going. So, this segment, I've decided to call it the start of a roller coaster ride.
Right. Okay.
Because, mainly because when we started, we didn't know when we were going to go live, and the dates were changing and changing and changing. And we had to be grounded and know exactly what we were doing because the uplines were contacting me trying to get all of us to join them with various programs they were doing, right? Some of the top leaders were asking us, well, they were not asking us, they were coming to me and saying, thinking that I'll take all our people and follow them like shoals of fish, like as if we don't have a mind of our own, we just follow them. But we've played that game before and we are not going to play it anymore. So
We have indeed.
this is where we differed from all the other teams. We stayed focused. We decided as a group. There were people who were doing their things and good luck to them. We weren't going to stop them because we know people needed money and they wanted to do. But the saddest thing is this, they were doing it for themselves. They were not thinking about the people that were joining them. Those people who joined them were losing £10, £15, £20, or whatever dollars, and they were making the money, which is so wrong, so
It's
wrong.
been like that for years, for
It has,
years. Yes.
and I think the reason is because it's not out of greed purely; it's thoughtlessness. They don't. I don't think they realize. I wouldn't like to say that they did it intentionally to fleece people. I think they did it without being completely aware of what they were doing. So I thought, what if we started from the beginning with the differences between MLM and us? So if you'd like to start with, when we went for all these wonderful seminars, what did they tell us? And I'm going to contradict and tell you what we are doing different.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well,
Okay.
I mean, just a quick recap on me and my life,
Yeah.
um, so they know where I'm coming from. Um, I mean, I inherited the love of horses from my father.
Oh.
He worked with horses all his life, and
Mm.
I worked with him on a stud farm in Rutland. We raised race horses, and I stayed with there until I was about 26 years old.
Wow.
I loved it. It was a lovely way of life, but gradually I realized that's all it was. It was a lovely way of life, and I couldn't see myself going any further. And so that's when I started looking into sales. And the first thing I did, I sold wine at home, and this sort of thing. And I've literally done door to door selling, I've done company selling, I've done specialty selling. I've even sold real estate, American real estate, to the Americans in the oil industry in Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
And it has I've done extremely well, really, but it's been up and it's been down. And I was fine, and I was fine until I started doing networking.
you started getting
I mean,
fleeced.
I was like everybody else, I was filled with enthusiasm. I went to these big halls and they were doing presentations and they was telling us, chewing the graph and showing how much we could make. And I'm jumping up and down with excitement. Wow, I'm going to make 1 million. And it doesn't happen. It just does not happen. They take you along to seminars, they load you up with books and CDs and God knows what, and you're paying for it.
Yeah. Who makes the money?
Yes, of course, they do. They're making the money and they're
Exactly.
saying to you, buy this, you'll buy this.
Exactly.
You'll make a fantastic amount of money if you just educate yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
just do what we tell you to do.
Yeah.
Don't think for yourself.
Yeah.
Just do what we tell you to do.
Yeah.
And so you go on,
You
and then
believe them.
gradually you realize that it's those people at the top that's making the money. And we, the hard-working people, get little or nothing out of it.
Yeah.
And so you say, oh well, okay, that was a one-off. I'm sure the next one's going to be fine, and off
Yeah.
you go again. And so
Yeah.
you go and you go and you go. And I mean, some of them I have made a little money out of, but in the main, I have lost an awful lot more than I ever gained.
Yeah.
Um, and this is why when when I spoke to you, I mean, as far as I was from, that was it. I wasn't going to do anything more. And but as I said yesterday, I recognized in what you had got that this was something totally different. And we both, from the very outset, we had this faith in Daniel, and we realized that he was a kind of guy that we could follow. And
Okay.
that's why we carried on. When everyone else ran away and started doing other things, we said, no,
Yeah.
this is an opportunity for
Yeah.
us to build.
Yeah.
And we built, and you produced your own matrix. I know you altered it 2 or 3 times.
Oh, so many. I'd hate to say how many times. I'd hate to say. But so now the difference between MLM and us. I mean, MLM, I love MLM. The concept of MLM is amazing because if you think while the other hemisphere is asleep, we are working. And then when we are asleep, they are working. However, we need to have a team that's in all the hemispheres to get that, which we have right now. So we are going to get the best of that now, because when we go to sleep and wake up the next morning, we might find a few hundred people in the matrix, and then when
Absolutely.
they go to sleep and we wake up, we will be doing the same for them. So eventually I can envision this, us all working 24/7 with different people in different parts of the world doing a little bit for everyone. So now I want to take us back to MLM. Okay, the things they say: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
If it's don't reinvent the wheel. They said this. They were brainwashing us into thinking, do not upset the apple cart. I am fine, and that is how it should be. I am fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
So we tend to believe it, and we followed it. Focus, focus, focus,
Absolutely.
and also do these motivational things, visualize, do the boards and all that, which is good. But at one stage I came and said, I'm so motivated, I'm not making any money. I need to make money. I'm so motivated, I'm all hyper and all excited, ready to go, but there's nothing coming. Because I hate to say this, and my friends know I've said this, so I'm not insulting them. We are a bunch of squatters. So what did we do? When we were introduced to a team, we would go in, the same group of people will come 9 out of 10 times, they would be funded, and everyone sits and waits.
Yeah.
And then what happens? That leg dies. So in the end, when people used to come to me, I used to say, look, I'm going to do you a favor. If I join, I'll kill that leg. I'll be 100% honest. I'm the worst person to ask, because that leg is going to die, because I know my capabilities, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't see, the most I had, I would say, in was maybe about 200 people. That
Yeah.
was the biggest team I've ever had. And that's because we had leaders. We got people who, but this is how networking work. You get a leader and they get a few people, and then they get a few people. Networking is get your two and you're fine. But people don't do that. They come and sit and they expect you to get their two. So this is where we have help us help you. because
Yeah,
we can't do
absolutely.
everything. You help us, and we will be happy to help you. So that was a good thing. And then my pet hate, I'm going to tell you my pet hate, and I want this, I would love to kill it, is 0 hour contract. What is 0 hour contract? A nice word for slavery. They've packaged it and given it a good bow and plastered it, to make you think you're getting a good deal. 0 hour contract, but it's slavery, modern day slavery. Am I right?
You are
Would
right.
you agree?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Modern slavery.
it's a crime. It's a crime what the people are doing. So here we have an opportunity of getting everyone out of that. So, what I would suggest is if everyone, I'm talking about the UK, but I'm sure all over the world, go to food banks and bring them all into our community. Let us help them, give them dignity, let them be seen, let them walk tall. And, it is really sad. We need to help these people.
Yeah.
So, and someone asked me something, and I said to them, you know, what Des Alps is doing is amazing, because if you paid attention when you got your app, the virtual app, it records everything. Every penny, that every cent that we earn is recorded. So at the end of the day, all we have to do is to get it onto a spreadsheet and show it to an accountant. And for me, that is huge, because you don't want to go calculating, and you don't want to miss anything. It's all there.
Mm.
That
Yes,
is huge.
indeed.
That is huge. Yeah. So I want to stand on top of the rooftop and shout, this is not about me. This is not about you. This is about all of us. We are a community. So when people say, oh, Dennis and you started this, yeah, we did. But without the community, we would be nothing.
Absolutely. And it was difficult to get that community started.
Yeah. Oh,
I remember when we really first started, I found it very difficult.
yeah.
And lots of people were saying to me, I'm in the NFL club, no friends left.
Oh, I want to go there. I'll
Yeah,
do that.
you can come to back in a moment. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
taking your thunder away at all. Um, but this is what I found, that so many people were against networking because that's what they identified
They
here.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've lost.
But gradually, I was able to bring people in, and I started bringing people in. And I remember distinctly, you said to me one day, Dennis, you're doing really well. You are bringing in some stars.
Yeah.
And then you thought for a while and you said, shall we call ourselves Shining Stars?
Oh, right.
And I thought that was
Yeah,
a wonderful title,
yeah,
because we as people,
yeah,
shining stars, are shining our light into
yeah.
every dark place within the world.
Yes, yeah.
And
Because
we're
at
lifting
night,
people up and
yeah,
we're showing them the light.
yeah.
And
Because
now, as we were saying yesterday, you were saying yesterday that, you're going to bring more people in throughout the world. And we have got a situation where they used to say that the sun never sets on the British Empire.
yeah, ours is
Well,
going to be,
our shining stars will
yes,
be there
yeah,
all over the world,
yes,
shining on people
yeah,
all the time,
yeah,
because we're going to be represented in every country in
yeah,
the world
yeah,
eventually.
yeah. And isn't it wonderful? There are thousands and I don't know, millions of stars, and that's what we're all going to be.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
would like to say another thing. None of us, all of us are shining bright. We are not superstars. We are shining stars. And if anyone calls us a loser, I'm sorry, we are not losers. We are shining stars. That's what
absolutely.
we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I would like to touch, I'm glad you said about NFLB because I completely forgot about that. You remember Fola,
I do.
sweet Fola.
I have been associated with Pola for years.
Yeah.
I've put her into things and she's put me into things. We've never made any money.
Yeah.
But we've been good friends,
Yeah.
all the
She's
way through.
absolutely sweet. So I had, because you introduced me to Fola, and I had befriended Fola, and we used to talk, and we became friends.
Yes,
And I was comfortable to go to Fola without thinking she is Dennis's direct. Dennis knows her, and I was like an introductory of to her. But I was comfortable to go to Fola and ask her, "Would you like to join us?" Very comfortably, because I know I am not putting her directly under me. I'm not making any money directly under me.
no,
Neither are you going to lose out, because I wasn't going to deprive you of your contact, but she was going to help the team. But when
yeah,
I approached Paula, she said, "No, no, no, no." She said, "I belong to the NFL club." And I said, "NFL club? What is that?" And she smiled and she said, "No friends left." And I thought, oh dear, that doesn't sound good. So the next day, I had this brainwave and I went back to her and I said, "Paula, would you like to join the NFLB club?" And she said, "What is the NFLB club?" She was thinking, what is this woman on about? And I said, "No, no friends left behind club." And she laughed and she said, "Yes, I'll join." And that's how she joined.
yes,
Yeah, that was amazing. And I just love it, because I think the NFLB for us is not just words. We mean it and we will do it. We will
oh,
make sure
absolutely,
that
yeah,
no one is left
yeah.
behind.
I mean,
So I think, shall we end this with just a few things? I would like, I'll give you, you can end it with something too, but I would like to say two things or three things. My favorite phrases. One is, ask not what shining stars can do for you, but ask what you can do for shining stars. Okay. The next one is, help us help you. We cannot do it without the community. And the third one, which I really love, is, we are a grassroots movement. And now it's over to you.
thank you so much. I'm not going to add much more to that. We want to keep it pretty
Yeah,
short this time. We don't want to outlive our welcome. Um, but yes, I mean, people must realize that Shining Stars is totally different to anything else that's ever been out there before. And no one, but no one who joins Shining Stars will ever lose any money. Everyone is a winner, everyone.
yeah,
And that is the difference between Shining Stars and any other networking company. And
yeah,
I cannot see this being repeated simply because I don't know of any other company that is as generous as Daniel.
exactly.
This is the thing.
Exactly. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to do it.
No, he
Yeah.
wouldn't. He wouldn't.
But I would like to end. I know I said you can end, but I'm going to end with something. I just thought of something.
Okay.
If you feel you want to be a millionaire, please don't join us, because we are not interested in making anyone millionaires. But if you become a millionaire, well done. We are very happy. However, our aim is to make sure that no one, we want everyone to get to step 5 and be financially free. And this is what we are all about. Not about greed. We're not about ourselves. We are here for everyone to put food on their table.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
that
good.
is the fundamental difference between this and anything else.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
we are concentrating entirely on
On
getting people up to that step 5. I mean, there's another 15 steps.
we don't care about that.
Don't care about that.
Yeah. That is the icing on the cake.
Yes. Yeah.
That's icing on the cake. But
Okay.
step
Good.
5 is what we're going to focus 100% blinkered. Concentrate on that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
And with that, we're going to close it now.
Thank you,
And
Dennis.
next time, we're going
Yeah.
to talk about how I brought some of those stars in.
It's going to
And
be called, it's
sorry,
going to be called The Chase.
the chase. That's
The
right, because I
Chase.
was chasing people for a long time. Yeah. It took me ages, absolutely ages.
I know, but that was worth it. It was good.
Worth it.
It was good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway,
So
thank you, Dennis.
bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you again soon. Bye bye now. Bye.
Catch a shining star tonight and hold it in your hand. Join a team that lifts you up and truly understands. No more selling, no more stress, no chasing down a lead. Just plug in, relax and let the system plant the seed. And shine with shining stars and watch your future glow. Des Alps leads the way, the only way to grow. You're in the right place at the right time, you'll see. Let the system build your dreams effortlessly. Every day brings something new. Momentum never ends. While you sleep, the work is done. With teammates turn to friends. You can pay to jump ahead or let the team pave your way. The doors are wide, get started now, don't delay. So catch your shining star and never let it go. There's helps, shining stars, you say yes and grow. Just shine with shining stars and watch your future grow. Des Alps leads the way, the only way to grow. You're in the right place at the right time, you'll see. Let the system build your dreams effortlessly. Let the system build your dreams effortlessly. Every day brings something new. Momentum never ends. While you sleep, the work is done. With teammates turn to friends.